I'm Lorenzo. That's Cameron. We're material science postdocs at the University of Washington, and we are IVSafe. We make a dressing that goes over an IV and changes color when the IV fails. The idea started when our professor, Greg Valentine, found that IV failures were quite common in babies. When an IV fails in a baby that can't communicate, it causes very serious damage to their skin. And so because the nurses are busy and they can't be checking all the time, this leads to very serious injuries in actually quite a lot of babies. We built the patch in lab, showed that it worked, and we were ready to put this on real people. So the next step was going and find out who was actually going to try this on first. Going into this journey, I thought the hardest part of what we had done and were going to do was the chemistry, getting this material to change color quickly and visibly for nurses to identify failure earlier. It was not the chemistry. We did the obvious thing when we started. We asked nurses what went wrong with IV sites, and we learned that every single one of them had a bad IV story. Turns out nurses don't actually buy the supplies in the hospital that they're using. We followed the money. That led us to San Antonio, supply chain conference, thousands of people who buy things for hospitals, not a single one of them actually uses them. We learned that most hospitals don't even count IV failure, including how much it costs them. Nobody budgets for infiltration. It hides in nursing minutes and length of stay. Then once a year, it stops hiding and shows up with a lawyer. We found a specific group of children's hospitals that does track their IVs and does care and invest in solving this problem. We also found that the people that hold the purchasing power are not the supply chain people who hold a veto, but rather the value analysis committee that care about the actual clinical studies that demonstrate that this thing works. 106 interviews in, and we have still the same product, but now our phone call starts with a different question.